BigH Trucking, coming to you from beautiful Pennsylvania. And guess what? I'm driving. Yeehaw, yeehaw, yeehaw. It's about damn time. So far today, I have no problems with the Black Mamba. Anyway, that brake chamber was a warranty issue or job, so no money out of my pocket. It was done and fixed within a half hour. But I am fortunate that it happened where it happened, at the terminal, not in the middle of a highway like this. Because eventually your air tanks would bleed out. You'd have no air. You wouldn't be able to move the truck, resulting in a tow. So again, I'm grateful that it happened at the terminal. But we're rolling, man. We're going to pick up a load over here and somewhere in, which I'm not going to mention, deep into the middle of Pennsylvania. 60, 70 miles of state roads, which is beautiful back here. This is probably one of my favorite drives. Not the interstate, but the state roads. Especially when you have plenty of time to get there. I got till midnight, basically, 11:59, to pick up this load. It's 2:40 right now in the afternoon. As they would say, military time, 14:40. So I got plenty of time. Where state roads become an issue is when you kind of pressed for a little bit of time and you got to go through these small towns and you got to come down from 55 down to 35, 30, 25. As you can see, I'm slowing down now. I'm coming into a town. But yeah, I'm going to South Carolina. So I'm going to get out of the mess here, go down to South Carolina, and this place has got overnight parking. So I plan on getting here. I don't have to be there till the second, 8 o'clock in the morning. It's only like 760 miles or something like that from where I'm picking up to the drop-off. So I'm going to drive through the night. I don't think the load's ready yet. Usually at this particular place, they let you know that the trailer number and the load's ready. I think I'm 100% sure about that. I may not be. Even if it's ready, I'm not moving until the night. I'll leave out about 11 o'clock or so, 10:30, 11 o'clock, and drive through the night. What I'm going to do is, instead of taking 85 down, I'm going to go down through 95 and go to one of my favorite petros in Kinley, North Carolina. And it only adds 37 miles to the trip by going that way. I want to go that way because A, it's a lot flatter, less scales. Not that I have anything to hide, but the only problem is you got to go through Baltimore. But at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, it's not a problem whatsoever. So I'm going to go hang out at the Petro. I like that place. And from there, only 200 miles away. So that's a 520-mile trip from here. So I'm choosing that place. And hey, you never know. I may change my mind and just go down 85. We'll see. But I plan to do 95. Because in South Carolina, that part of 85 has been under construction since I've been driving the truck 2 years now. It's still under construction. It's like 40 miles and it sucks.
In a quarter mile, merge onto Pennsylvania 29 North.
So that's the plan, Stan. The BigH is back up, rolling hard. Looking forward to the next several weeks out on the road, making some money. Prime's got a great incentive right now over the holiday season. I think it starts next week.
Continue on Pennsylvania 29 north for 9 miles.
And basically what it is in addition to your line haul, the companies that most of the companies that we're going to be hauling for from next week through January 7th. I know that's the cutoff date. It's going to be an additional $200 to $700 per load. So it's a great time to replenish my e-fund, my bank account. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's going to suck I'm not home for Christmas, but it's all good. I was home for Thanksgiving. Like I said, I've been home for like almost over 20 days. Getting a little rambunctious. I'm in a good spot mentally, physically. I got some workouts in. Got me a refrigerator full of food. And I'm ready to roll. And I'm rolling. So that's it. I just wanted to kind of let you guys know that the Black Mamba is back. All well and good. I think my camera's tilted a little bit, but hey, whatever. But enjoy the ride for a few minutes. I appreciate you guys stopping by BigH Trucking, not Transportation. That was my old name. And like I always say, stay safe, make great decisions, and keep on trucking. Oh, and if anybody who's new that's deciding on a career to do trucking, as I'm always going to say, trucking is not, over the road's not for everybody. You've got to have good support from your family, loved ones, etc. You got to be your own best friend, because it does get lonely. Your mind starts wandering, especially after you spend some time out on the road. But as a prime driver, I make a hell of a living. Even with all the stuff that's happened to me lately, I've had 14 months of nothing but run time, with no issues whatsoever. I'm able to bank my money. That's not really a smart move, lady. Unbelievable. But you can make a lot of money, and I'll be honest with you. Revenue to the truck on some weeks are over $7,000. Now, what industry are you going to get into unless you have a specified skill set? You're going to go and make the kind of money that you're making, that I'm making, or we're making. If you're willing to work hard, I mean really hard, and not spend all day in a sleeper berth and turn down load after load after load, you can make a great living. But again, you've got to want it, and you've got to have that support. I take my hat off to the folks that train, because I don't think I'll ever train. It's not me. I've gone into the reasons why in past videos, but a real quick synopsis would be, I'm just not comfortable with somebody who's new behind the wheel. And you know what, for that matter, even if you had 20 years of experience, I'd be a little nervous. I'll never be able to get to sleep. So with that being the main reason, I can't train. I just can't do it. So I don't mind being solo. I don't need company. I like to control my own ship, make my own decisions, run when I want to run, not have to stop because somebody needs to stop at Walmart. I don't stop. I run. Sorry, folks, but I don't visit national parks. I'm on the road for one reason only. It's to make money and get out of the rat race eventually. I'm not going to spend 10 years over the road trucking. I've done well in my past lifetime. Certainly not hurting for money. I enjoy what I do. I've got support from my girl. And more importantly, nobody breaks my chops. So if you're thinking about coming to Prime, I'd encourage you to come to Prime. But do your research. Make sure it works for you. Believe me, I was nervous. I came from a white-collar environment to being a truck driver, and it was a shock. It was a shock to my system, especially knowing that I couldn't go home tonight to my bed. But over the course of time, I got used to it. But you gotta love it. You gotta love to drive. I know some folks don't love to drive, and they just do it because of other reasons. I love to drive. And if these trucks are a little bit faster, that's my only knock against Prime, is that these trucks are governed. I wish they were, governed at 70, 72 miles an hour. So you can definitely get more loads in. I'm all about making the bank. I'm not out here again to sightsee. I'm out here to stack. This way, when I finally retire, I will never have to worry about paying a bill or going where I want to go, eating where I want to eat, traveling where I want to travel. But for the younger folks who can give themselves 10, 15, 20 years in this industry, you can make a lot of money. And you know what? If I was younger, I am an ambitious kind of guy. I would definitely look into buying my own trucks and starting a fleet. And not necessarily staying with Prime. Not necessarily in a new truck either. All trucks are going to give you headaches, but these new trucks are really temperamental. So, that being said,